So I just got to the park and I'm going to try my best to make this video very fast. It's raining, the weather is so gloomy and I love it. Man, I wish I could show, like, I could really capture the feeling, how it feels to be here while the weather is gloomy. It's drizzling, but very light. Yeah, very light. And it's not just drizzling, it's there's so much dew, and you can see there are lots of trees here, so you can see how the weather is. Like the clouds, it feels like the clouds are down to the trees. Okay, so I want to talk about having love, that you always have love. No matter what happens, there's always love in you. And whenever I come to nature, that's why I get that reassurance, the feeling I get inside of me. I reconnect to nature, I feel the oneness. It's a beautiful feeling. Um, but speaking specifically about having that feeling of love, having that reassurance that you have love in you, nothing beats that interconnectedness with life, with God's creation. And this might not sound very alpha to lots of people. I despise the culture that's being pushed around today about being an alpha male. It's very, very disconnected from our true identity, our divinity, who we are as human, who we are as men. You know, it's like a race to who can be very stoic. It's a race to who can be so disconnected. I had this phase, and I'm glad that was before I turned 25. Probably when I was a teenager, right? Definitely when I was a teenager. But I still remember a blog I came across when I was around 15, 16. It was from a former NBA player, Idris. I can't really get his name, but he spoke a lot about masculinity, and I loved the way he talked about masculinity. So that blog helped me not fall into the trap of the alpha male culture, which it's not really being alpha. That's not what being alpha is. Hating on women, talking on how to take advantage and how to play the game. There is no game, even though life is a game, there is no game in attaining interests of the other gender. There is no game in having someone commit to you, give you their energy, dedicate their time to you. If you have to game your way to get someone, now this is for both men and women. If you have to game your way to get it, then you have to check yourself. You know, we have these videos online where they're like, oh yeah, this is what you have to do, and all these gimmicks on how to get the other person's interest. It just reflects the emptiness that is in a lot of us, the emptiness we have in ourselves, that we do not know that everybody you encounter, everyone you meet, is a reflection of yourself, and everyone is an aspect of God. It's not that deep, but it's deep if you look at it. Every encounter I have had with females, which I've learned, some of the craziest lessons, but I never absorb that energy. I never let ego come into the way of me always pointing my fingers and showing how imperfect. And that's what the feminine nature. That's the role of the feminine nature. It's to reflect back your insecurities, to reflect back your shortcomings. And as a man, if you're really accountable and you're really masculine, you're really alpha, you would take that and work on yourself. The most self-reflection you will ever get is going to come from the intimate relationships you have with females. When you do not see that, and you do not see that this person, this creation of God, this beautiful creation of God, this powerful creation of God, it's only showing you something about yourself that you have to change. And most women don't even know it. Most women are not evolved enough to know it. And that's why they also fall into, the whole gold digging culture that's going on right now, because they are also detached from their femininity. So they are just the same. It's just two sides of the coin. Yeah, two sides of the coin. The alpha men who are all about game to get the females, and the females who are all about attaining material things in order to give their attention and feed their energy to you. You wouldn't want such energy. You wouldn't want someone who is giving, pouring into you because they are getting money and they are getting material things from you. You would never grow from such a relationship, even though you are a man who has been able to secure financial stability for yourself. There's always feeling of emptiness, and most men are okay with it. And I do know that most men are not that evolved, but your commentary on women, right? Your commentary on women being evil, your commentary on no good women being around is not a reflection of the feminine nature, because that's not what the feminine nature is. It's a reflection of your own energy because you attract who you are. And when you can't, as a man, be accountable, you fall into the whole alpha male BS that's being pushed around, the whole games and how to get a woman. Some of the most transformative experiences I have that have been so painful and so disappointing and has also made me isolate, caging, has been my relationships with females. It's not as damaging as it should be. That's why I'm always grateful. That's why I'm making these videos to talk and hope that other young men see and know that a woman, that feminine nature, your other half, is always going to put up your insecurities right in your face. And that's why women seek security, because as a man, you have to provide that. And when you are a man who has this lack, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to attract a woman who is going to reflect that to you. And it's something that she's going to do unconsciously. But the last thing you should do as a man is to take that pain, internalize it, and not heal from it, then take it out there and say, oh, every woman is like that. And guess what? That's what you keep attracting. That doesn't, like, irrespective of your financial success later on after that encounter, if you keep that pain in you, that hurt, that trauma, that every woman is like that, so shall it be. You keep attracting women who only come after you for financial gains. And that's where your reality, sits. And that's who you become. But the good parts of this is that you always have love in you. Whatever experience you have, with the feminine nature, it's for your own transformation. You take that and know that this encounter I had with this person was to reflect an aspect of myself that needed to heal, that needed to know that I am whole. But most people don't see it that way. Most men don't. It's very easy for us to seek revenge. It's very easy for us to go out there and look for an alpha mentor that will tell you, oh yeah, fuck these hoes, get money, all women are like this. You have to think deep. You have to think really deep. Appreciate the feminine nature and know that a woman is just another aspect of God, just as you are. In this process of becoming a man, you are going to meet this aspect of God that's going to reflect to you where you are not complete. And you have to take that as a challenge and make yourself complete and believe that there is love out there. It is something that she's going to do unknowingly. Yeah, it's something she's going to do unknowingly. Your duty as a man is to take that experience and know that whatever was reflected onto you is not you. It's just a game of life. The divine feminine energy is always there to teach you a lesson and help you transform throughout your journey. There are different aspects of yourself as a man that needs transformation. Most men get to awaken when they lose a father figure, a divine masculine in their life. Most people, where it's their mothers, transforms them into a certain stage, and then you meet a woman who you feel emotionally connected to, and this happens. Do not fall into the trap of the alpha male who tell you, oh yeah, all women are like this. That's the reality they have created for themselves. There are really good and beautiful women out here. Whatever it is that you have in your mind, that idea of a woman, nurturing, caring, it's out there. But you have to be that person so that you can reflect that out to the world and you attract healed women. If you do not heal, you keep attracting the same type of women. And any woman who is healed, who is in a divine feminine, can really see a man who is traumatized and they step away. So you never get to experience that. So our reality is just a reflection of what we have inwards. And now I'm going to show you around the park some videos I made. It's getting really dark now, so I have to go. I had to rush up to make this video and talk about this. You always have love in you. Do not forget that there's always love in you. Stay strong.